I think if we all become more and more aware of the fact that depression is an illness for which a person is not responsible, it's not an indicator of weakness or some sort of moral failing, then that can be a good premise for both the depressed person and people around them to sort of be working out how they want to respond to it. So therefore, you're going to need patience because it's tiring and it's difficult to be living with a depressed person. So self-care is clearly very important, but at the same time keeping that perspective that this is their illness that is actually causing a lot of this behaviour right now, and not sort of feeding into this sense of blaming, which they're probably already doing a lot of anyway, or inadvertently feeding into that sense of blaming them. So looking after yourself, getting some support, making sure you're getting, life happening and laughs happening, for yourself to keep your own spirit and mood buoyant is really important. But I guess the key thing you want to achieve is getting your loved one to some professional help. And that can be challenging, especially if your loved one is not wanting to acknowledge there's a problem. Hopefully that's not a problem, and then you can just get them to a GP and get them, on the track to getting some good help. If they're very resistant and they're getting angry and they're feeling like you're just having a go at them and there's nothing wrong with me, and which might be more typical of males, then a good way that I've found to encourage them to go and see a GP is more related to the fatigue that they might be experiencing, or some of the difficulty they might be having sleeping, some of those sort of more physical sorts of symptoms that don't perhaps feel quite so personal.